Welcome. It is Friday evening, folks, and once again, folks getting back to their school activities, going to games, and of course, just coming home from work. 79 degrees, pretty pleasant, but it is quite muggy with a dew point of 74. We'll see a good bit of cloud cover over the area still, and likewise as we head toward Leesville, heavy cloud cover in that direction, 74 degrees, and then our final camera destination, the other side of St. Stellies in LeBeau in St. Landry, also 74, heavy cloud cover there. And you see the train heading out for the day. All right, Saturday front to bottom line, folks, and that is what it's going to be all about this weekend with dry air. We've got some cooler mornings, these pleasant mornings, getting into that time of year when those begin to happen. So we've got at least a couple of those coming in for you. I'll have that in a 7-day forecast. And what's this interesting and complex pattern in the Gulf looking like that may evolve over the next week? Well, we've got some details on that antics that may happen in the Gulf. All right, radar. Continuing to see some rain, just kind of spinning around the upper level and surface feature there in the Gulf of Mexico. You see most of the rain to the southeast. We're seeing a little bit of a band right there across south central Louisiana. Just coming in toward Opelousas and St. Landry, and we'll put this into motion for the next hour, for the past hour. You see that moving basically to the west. There's some pretty heavy rain. Remember, this is tropical rain. These things are very efficient at putting water on the ground. You get a heavier rain than you will with other systems with these kind of things. And then going up into Alexandria, Pineville, and points northward, not too much happening, nothing detectable. Now remember, the drops can be so small that they can't be detected by weather radar, so there could still be some non-measurable drizzle or something like that happening across these parishes. But for now, this is as clean as I've seen here for days here in central Louisiana. All right, let's check out things beyond the radar. Going into your satellite and radar, we're picking out the features. Still seeing a broad area of surface low pressure east of Corpus Christi out along this boundary. Here's the second boundary. This is the active reinforcing front, which is going to come in. And I think part of the antics is this front will interact with this area of low pressure in the western Gulf. And I think what will happen as that front comes in, it will just sort of nudge it to the south, where there's another system, which we'll take a look at in just a bit. And there could be some interplay between those systems, or consolidation or something like that. All right, Futurecast, Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, if you're doing some errands or some activities or something like that. I think it'll mostly be a partly cloudy sky, still a chance of a shower throughout the day. 7 o'clock Saturday evening, going out for some errands or entertainment. We've got a pretty good forecast for you working there. And then going into Sunday school and church, say mid-morning. I don't expect anything going on there except a pleasant start that morning. Maybe some coffee out on the porch before you head out to church Sunday morning. And throughout the day Sunday, no rain chances, of mostly sunny sky. Let's take a look elsewhere in the Gulf of Mexico with these satellite imagery. Seeing some deep convective clusters there along that front. Remember, that front is focusing the development of these clusters. These are showers and thunderstorms that are developing vertically. Their tops get together, kind of mushroom, and create this kind of pattern. But don't see anything concentrated or anything or persistent in the same area. Again, not seeing any development with that particular system, but we still watch it because there is a broad area of surface low pressure. Let's zip back way out in the Atlantic, where they have a 10% area from the National Hurricane Center out there with a tropical wave. And then maybe the feature of most interest, because it will interact with the feature further to the north, is this tropical wave, which is moving across portions of southeast Mexico through Central America and the Yucatan Peninsula. And this will be getting into the southwest Gulf of Mexico this weekend. And as this particular system is forced southward by the frontal intrusion to the north, and this one is heading westward, you can kind of see that there's going to be some interaction there in the western Gulf of Mexico over a large area of territory there. And again, it will be complex and interesting to see what happens there, but eventually there is the possibility of some tropical cyclone development because of maybe some constructive interference with these two or something like that. Nick and I will continue to watch for that possibility. The National Hurricane Center has actually upped the chances of some development in this region over the next 7 days. I think it would mainly wait till after this weekend before we see much happen out of that area. But again, they do have a 40% up. So again, we're going to be watching it. 7-day forecast there for central Louisiana. I did have to put in a 20% or keep a 20% going for Saturday. Just too much evidence from some of our high resolution models. There could be some stray showers off and on during the day Saturday as that front comes in and tries to establish its dominance. But by Sunday, that's all over with. It's a mostly sunny day. 61 for your low. That will be comfortable. 83 for your high. Less humidity on Saturday as well. Monday, we bottom out 58 degrees for an average. Some of you will be cooler. It'll be some mid 50s mixed with some lower 60s that morning. 87 for your high. So warming up there. I did throw in 10% just in the PM hours as we start to see all that mess again in the Gulf of Mexico kind of churn. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday went likely on the rain chances. Some rumbles of thunder mixing in. Could be some locally heavy rainfall during that time frame as well. We once again see a cool down in temperatures during the day, but the humidity will be back, but maybe not as bad as it was this past week, but it's going to be back with us. And finally, by Friday, maybe we can get back down to a scattered chance of rain. So we'll be watching the Gulf all week to see what happens. And again, to update you, Nick Mickels will be back with you in the morning, and I'll see you about this time tomorrow during the PM. Have a great evening and a